We've all felt that familiar dampness under your arms as you run for the bus, or sweat beading on your brow before a big presentation. But sweat isn't just an annoying side effect of being human. It's a life-saving, built-in cooling system. Most of us try to hide it, but without sweat our bodies would dangerously overheat. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. When it works it generates heat, and sweating is how we release that excess. Even just sitting in the sun or breathing creates heat that needs to be managed. Sweating keeps our internal temperature stable, allowing us to thrive in all kinds of climates. So next time you notice a trickle of sweat, remember, it's your body's superpower in action. It's a sign your systems are working perfectly to keep you cool and safe. This process is more complex and fascinating than it seems. Let's take a closer look at how sweat works, and why it deserves some appreciation. Ready to discover the science behind your body's coolest feature? Let's dive in. Deep in your brain, the hypothalamus acts as your body's thermostat. It constantly monitors your temperature, aiming for that sweet spot, 37 degrees Celsius, or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Special sensors in your skin and core send updates to the hypothalamus. When you get hot, whether from exercise or the sun, these sensors alert the command center. The hypothalamus responds instantly, sending signals to your sweat glands. Time to cool down. Millions of sweat glands spring into action, releasing sweat onto your skin. This is all part of thermoregulation, your body's way of keeping everything in balance. The hypothalamus works behind the scenes, making sure you don't overheat. It's your personal automatic air conditioning system. Not all sweat is created equal. Your body has two types of sweat glands, eccrine and apocrine. Eccrine glands are everywhere, especially on your forehead, palms, and soles. They produce watery, odorless sweat that cools you down fast. This sweat is 99% water with a dash of salt and minerals. It evaporates quickly, making it perfect for temperature control. Apocrine glands, on the other hand, are found in your armpits and groin. They become active at puberty and release a thicker, milky sweat into hair follicles. This sweat contains fats and proteins and is also odorless until it meets skin bacteria. Bacteria break down apocrine sweat, creating body odor. So it's not you that smells, it's your bacteria's leftovers. Eccrine sweat keeps you cool. Apocrine sweat is tied to stress and emotions. Two sweat systems, each with a unique job. That's the secret behind sweat's double life. The real magic of sweat happens when it evaporates. As sweat turns from liquid to vapor, it pulls heat away from your skin. This cools your blood, which then circulates back to your core, lowering your body temperature. A breeze speeds up evaporation, making you feel cooler. That's why you might feel chilly after a workout, even in a warm room. But humidity changes everything. On dry days, sweat evaporates fast. On humid days, it lingers, making you feel sticky and hot. Evaporative cooling is simple physics, but it's your body's most effective way to beat the heat. The environment matters. Dry heat cools you better than muggy air. So next time you're sweating buckets, thank evaporation for keeping you safe. It's a system that works, unless the air is already full of moisture. That's why some hot days feel way worse than others. Sweat is mostly water, but that last 1% is packed with electrolytes. Minerals like sodium, chloride, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These electrolytes are vital for nerve signals, muscle movement, and fluid balance. A little sweat means minor losses, easily replaced by food and drink. But during intense exercise or heat, you lose more water and electrolytes. That's why athletes reach for sports drinks to replace what's lost. Dehydration can make you tired and dizzy. Losing too many electrolytes can cause cramps or worse. Everyone's sweat is a bit different. Some people lose more salt than others. Your diet, fitness, and climate all affect your sweat's makeup. So, after a sweaty day, rehydrate with water and minerals. Sweat isn't just waste, it's a carefully balanced solution tailored to your needs. Sweat out the toxins. You've heard it, but it's a myth. Your liver and kidneys do the real detox work, breaking down and filtering out harmful substances. Sweat contains only trace amounts of toxins, biologically insignificant. Over 99% of detox happens through urine, not sweat. That refreshed feeling after a sauna or workout? It's from endorphins and relaxation, not toxin removal. Sweating is great for cooling, but not for cleansing your body. For detox, thank your liver and kidneys, not your sweat glands. Ever notice you sweat during stressful moments even if you're not hot? That's emotional sweating, triggered by adrenaline and your fight or flight response. It mostly comes from apocrine glands in your armpits and groin. This sweat is thicker and when mixed with skin bacteria creates a stronger odor. Stress sweat happens fast, a physical sign of your emotional state. It's an ancient survival tool, possibly making us harder to grab or warning others of danger. Today it's a reminder of how closely our minds and bodies are linked. Your feelings can trigger a real physical reaction. Sweat might do more than cool us down. It could be a silent communicator. Research suggests our sweat carries chemical signals, or pheromones, that others can subconsciously detect. Experiments show people can smell fear or happiness in sweat, activating emotional centers in the brain. Apocrine sweat, rich in complex compounds, creates a unique scent signature for each person. This chemical language may influence attraction, bonding, and even group emotions. We're not aware of it, but our sweat could be sending subtle messages all the time. It's a hidden layer of human connection. From job interviews to sunny days, sweat is always with us. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a superpower, keeping us cool and alive. The hypothalamus manages it all, using eccrine and apocrine glands for different jobs. Eccrine sweat cools us, apocrine sweat connects to emotions and body odor. We've busted the detox myth. Your liver and kidneys handle toxins, not sweat. Sweat is a mix of water and vital minerals, and it's important to replenish them. It might even help us communicate without words. So next time you sweat, see it as a sign of a healthy, amazing body. It's your body adapting, protecting, and maybe even sending secret signals. What surprised you most about your body's coolest superpower?